Hello everybody, welcome to Advanced MS Excel Let's Learn. I'm your Excel instructor. Guys, today we will be learning about regular expression. Regular expression is amazing function in VBA on what basis you can actually extract kind of pattern from the strings, from a letter, from the email. Let me get you an example. You must have seen my previous videos where we have discussed about how to extract the numeric values from the string. So we have used mid function, loop through all the characters, and then we used the function is number or is numeric in VBA. Today we have, let's start and let's do the same thing but with regular expression. Guys, regular expression is very much prevalent in other languages also. If you look at Python, C++, Java, so regular expression is everywhere. In VBA, it's a different way how to use that, but from pattern perspective, almost it actually works in the same way. So guys, let me show you an example, and first let me walk you through how actually regular expression is all about. Okay, so regular expression is a sequence of characters which actually defines a set of characters which is used for finding pattern of characters in a string. So this is all about regular expression. Regular expression, of course, this is called abbreviated form regex, or you can call it regex. Either way is correct. Regex stands for regular expression. For example, look at this pattern such as B hyphen G. It means B to G any character, or is like for any match uppercase letter from B to G from a sequence. And let me walk you through this. This is the pattern. If you look at this small s, any white space character. If you look at this capital S, non-white space character. All right, that's not a space, so non-white space character. And if you look at this, dot wildcard, the next unescaped period matches any character. If you look at this dollar sign, it actually signifies ends with. If you see that power sign, it or maybe caret sign, it actually means starts with. So today we'll learn all about. If you see that small d, backslash small d, it matches any digit from 0 to 9. If you see that backslash caps d, non-digit. All right, so you will understand all the things. And if you see that regular expression has three method: execute, replace, and guys test. So what is execute, and what is the guys replace, and what is test. So let me tell you all that today. What is all three? So you can see that execute we are using here to find the pattern. Replace, of course, is self-explanatory. And what is test? It gives the result in true and false. So there are properties of regex method, the pattern which we have to define. Global. Global actually means if you have a string, means multiple lines, so you want your pattern to be searched in all the lines, or you can set this global true or false subject to the requirement. Ignore case, maybe if you have to find out some case sensitive, you can ignore case, true or false subject to the requirement. Okay, so guys, multi-line. So what is multi-line, guys? Multi-line, actually the parameter accepts either true or false. If the value is set to true, it will search each line of a multi-string. Now understand what is global, because multi-line is there. What is global? The argument for this property is either true or false. It is false by default. If you set the parameter to true, it finds all the matches in a string. However, by default will only check for the first match. So guys, understand, by default global is set to false. All right, and generally it search only first match. All right, so because if you mention that global dot global, that regex, the pattern you define, and then you set global true, then if you have to find like first match, that again, if you set the parameter to true, it finds all the matches in a string. All right, all the matches in a string. So understand this, that we will cover today. However, if by default it will only check for the first match. So for example, if you have some let me tell you one thing, one example I'm giving you. If I'm calling somebody, I'm just calling, hello, hello, Amit, hello, Amit, are you there? Am I audible, Amit? Hello, hello. So, if you have this kind of pattern or string, so, you can understand you have to set global equal to true, because, you have to find out all the matches, right? So then only you can run the loop. I know the example is funny, but you'll understand that. Let's use the same example today. All right. And now if you look at this example, guys, this is the code which we have written. This is a column where we have hello Amit, 3, 4, 5, 6, hi, and so on. How we can extract the number? This is the code, guys. This is very simple. And if you make this small d into caps D, it will extract all the non-numbers. If you look at this hello Amit, this is how it will work, like that. Okay, so guys, I hope you found this useful, the session. And but if you look at this, in this example we have not set the global equal to true. If we put that global equal to true, then of course every value should come over there. Let's understand all the scenario today. Let me get into one of my Excel file which is already open, and understand how we can take the same example and how we can do that. All right, so guys, let's do this code first. Early binding. So when we talk about early binding, what is meant by early binding, guys? Early binding means we have to set the reference in the library. All right, so what we can do, we have to go to tool, reference, and you have to search Microsoft VB Script regular expression. All right, so here you can see Microsoft VB Script. So we have to keep going. Over here we have to stop. Guys, you can see Microsoft VB Script regular expression, the latest one we select. And now okay, so the benefit of early binding is that sub regex extract. Okay, guys, you have to practice at least once, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy the session. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna use this when it comes to extracting numbers or non-numeric things from the string. Since we have the data, it starts from 2 to 5. So guys, let's do that hard code. You know that how to find out the last available row. That we have already done. All right, since we are doing through early binding, so we have to define dim regex add as new regexp. See that? So this is the benefit of early binding. You can have all the data type, all the things available with you. So now this is one line. It will actually generate the magic. You will understand now. So what we can do now, dim regex as new xp, and you can actually put control C with regex, and you can just end with. Okay, and here you can put dot pattern, pattern pattern. Guys, what pattern we have to give? As I mentioned that \d plus, it will get you all the numbers. Okay, dot global, global, by default it is false, global equal to true. So what is happening here, let me make it comment, and we'll play with this later. Okay, so now what you can do, for I equal to 2 to 5, next I. All right, so let me take one more variable, dim input string as string, and you actually use that input string equal to range a ampersand I dot value. Okay, guys, there is one more thing, let me tell you. If you write option explicit, so what is happening, then it is mandatory to declare all the variables. If you write this, then it is mandatory to declare all the variables. Now you see, does it work or does it not work? So no, you know that I is not defined, so we have to define I also. Dim I as It is good practice if you mention this on the top. So let me just stop this. We got input string, which is from a column. And if you look at this, you know, code or this slide where we are telling we have three methods: execute, replace, and test. We want to find out all the matches, then we have to use execute method. And if you have to use exceptional handling, then you have to use that to test, to find out is it really available or not. If it is available, then only I will use my execute function. Then also you can do that. It's a good practice. Now what you can do, you can just control C this equal to regex dot, see that function is coming at itself. And how easy is that? Now we want our output to be placed in the B column, and this control C you can put here. And by the way, either you define this or not, you can give directly this also. This is also not required. Okay, but still it is up to you. How do you want your code to be, you know, seen by others? No problem. And since this actually gives all the matches, or maybe it's a collection, this actually gets you collection. So collection means it gives you the list, so you have to mention 0. It is good practice because all the numbers are, you know, in a sequence. Sequence means in one go you can see all the numbers. So now let's run this code and see that how does it work in B column, how the output looks like. Okay, press F8. So I'm pressing F8. Now you saw the magic, guys. This is working superb. Now you know, if you don't mention this, let's see what result you are getting. You are getting nothing, guys. Okay, that's why we are putting 0. It gives the list, so you have to get the item. All right. So now you have to convert all the values, you know, all the, you know, things, whatever you are getting, and see all the text format we are getting. But we want all to be returned as numbers, so you can just plus 0, and now you see all our numbers. Let me remove everything. Okay, and see that all are numbers. Okay, and guys, one more thing, if you have to write this value also, maybe if you see this value, and if you see this value, and if you come here, if you see some values are here. So now let's see what result we are getting here. Okay, so guys, this is, we are getting just one result. And if you want second result, you can type 1, and now see that it is not working. All right, so what is happening here, you know, 0 and 1. So if you remove this, if you just mention 0, then see what actually happens. You're getting this. All right, and if you mention 1, what are we getting here? There's nothing we are getting. You know what is happening here? If you mention global equal to true, now you got the answer, whatever we discussed. Because, you know, generally by default global is set to false. It always gives the first result. If you make it false, so it will search only the first instance. So that's why it is not working. All right. And if you make it 0, of course it will work because global is false. You want only the first instance. Understood? First instance is clear. And if you make it true, it will not get you the error, because it will work in either scenario, because specifically you want the first instance to be returned. All right, and if you want all the return, all the items, suppose, you know what you can do, guys, if you want, you know, let me tell you one example. If you want the output to be 3456 6789, I will tell you two things. Either you write this control C and ampersand and this ampersand this. All right, and if you write that, this is working, but I'm not convinced with that, because if you have, suppose if you have some other instance like that, or maybe you have some other instance, once again control Z, if you have some other instance, so this actually scenario gets fail. So now you are getting what actually we are doing here. You must be asking that, then we have to run the loop, because now if you run this code where global is set to true, result is not correct. It is getting us only two instances, right? maybe you can just put this one also. Result is getting you just two instances. You can see this example 3687 765 hyphen 8777 34567 hyphen 7665. This is correct, but I'm not happy with this. I want all the instances to be, you know, delimited by hyphen or, you know, comma. How you can do that? Guys, very simple actually. Now you just forget about this. Maybe you can just do something. You can put that way. What actually we can do here, very simple exercise we have. Remove this thing and remove this also. Okay, so this is actually the function regex.execute. So it will execute on the base of that. But guys, we have to have one more variable, dim, match, maybe match result, result, result as match collection, okay. And you have to run the loop, dim item as variant, okay. So match result, control C. So here you have to write this equal to, so you have to write set match results equal to, okay. So now you have to run the loop for each item in match result next item. So maybe you can write match found. All right, I hope guys you're enjoying the session, because this is very important for you to learn. Count, maybe match count. So if you have anything, you look at this example, what we are doing. Since you have set global to true, so it will give you all the instances, okay. And we have put two things, match found and count match. You want all the matches, you know, should be consolidated here, or maybe guys you can do the summation, average, anything. Guys, data could be anything. You know, when it comes to coding, don't expect always good data. You can have sometimes very difficult data or very unhygienic data. It can be continuous data, it can be discrete data. So you have to understand and drive the insight out of that, how you can help the client. All right, that's what you're learning. So let me show you this example where we are telling you everything for each item in match result. Since match result as match collection, and now if you see match result, of course loop is happening for I. Now you can just shift this pressing tab so that it looks nice. So now you have to be very careful. You know, code can easily be written, but you have to write the code in a very, you know, smart way. If you're doing this kind of comment in the code, after you leave the organization or after you go somewhere else, someone else can visit your code and correct it. So you have to mention all the comments, what you're doing and everything, you know, like that. How you can insert the comment, single quote, and write your thing, okay. Since we are looping in the match result, because global we have set to true, now you can understand this. Well, let me take this value, control C, or maybe let me have one variable dim result as string, okay. Control C, result equal to result, and you can see that result equal to result and item, or maybe and this and item. All right, so what is happening after you have run the loop, because you know this will come first, so you can set this value, control C, you can remove this and you can put this here. But there is a problem in this function. If you see that it is working, yes, working, working or not working, yes, working, but result actually storing everything, so you have to make result empty also. So such kind of, you know, thought you have to use. Now you see that we are getting the comma also initially. So how you can use this code? If you have, see, very simple, if you have to remove the comma, what you can do, you can actually use from, you know, from actually uh, left all the characters or from right all the characters. So you have to use left function here, right? Left this comma length of result, -1. Clear? Let's run the code. So now you see it is not working because we are using left function. If you use right function, it will work. It's not working. So guys, what is the problem in this? Because if you see that, this value we are getting. All right, the very first character we have to remove. If you see that left function, let me show you an example, guys. Let me just put that way. In Excel, how will you do that? So that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, now see. So you're getting this value. So understand, if you write equal to maybe right, if equal to write this function comma length of this -1, you are getting this correctly fine. If you use right function there, RIGHT, right, this is the one comma length of RESULT, result -1, and if you use this, it is working, but actually it is getting all the comma everywhere. All right, so you see again, what is happening. You can see that it is working, but guys, if you look at this control 1, and let me show you this example, 36872, 36, so special is there, but now if you go to text format, if you apply, then you see once again it is working. It is working, correct? And now if you see that this is of course a text, all right, if you convert that to number, it will not work, because it will actually do this kind of work separated by comma and everything. But if you look at control Z, it is working. Agree? So don't put comma, maybe let's put pipe symbol. So now you see it is working. Yes, it is working. So it is getting us all the matches, 765, 8777, 765. Okay. Now if you see that count of the match, how we can find the count match? Very simple. You actually control C, and you can do dot count, COUNT count. The function itself is available, and if you just control C, this equal to this, this equal to this, write C, then it will tell you how many matches are found. See the result. So it is getting all 3 results are found. Okay, and if you just don't mention that, and still if you look at this, what result you are getting? 3, of course, 3, 3, 2, and 3. Guys, there are lots of varieties available in regex or regex. If you learn how to make the pattern, then it will be easy. And now let me find out a non-numeric value. So very simple, if you go back to the PPT which we have made for you, caps D, non-digit. Caps D means non-digit. So you can just mention caps D in capital letter. Now see that all three matches are found, and if I mention this also, now the result will be 4 somewhere. All right, see that result. Now you're getting this, because 1 2 3 4. All right, 1 2 3 4. But now if you look at this matches dot count, it is getting us 3 only. 1 2 3 4. All right, so this actually you just see that, and now if you write here, okay, let me remove this. Now let me run that. All right, it is working, because if you look at this 1 2 3 and 4, this is 4. All right, and now if you look at this one, because this is actually one string, no space is there, and if you give that a space, the answer will be 4. Okay, 1 minute, this, and okay, in between we should have the numbers. Let me just check and find out. Yes guys, so what is happening here. If you look at this pattern, we have mentioned \d plus, and we want some space also, so you can actually give any white space character. So let's see guys, you are getting this result. So now any white space should always be there. It has mentioned high. Now you see that after high we have some space. So you can just interpret this pattern, or maybe if you want some space in the beginning also, maybe what does it mean? Any non-numeric thing followed by some space. So high is there, high has come. And if you look at this, after high and after high, this is perfect. If you look at this, after invoice also we have some space, after GSDI some space, after paid we have some space. But if you look at this, now it will become 2. All right, guys, it is working. So understand, you can play with this as much as you want. Let me tell you some more thing, guys. I have not mentioned one, actually I forgot to mention over here, asterisk. Asterisk is also used in regex. Actually, what does it mean? It matches as many as values as possible. That I will cover now. I hope, guys, it is clear to you and you can actually understand how important is that. But let me tell you one more thing. If you want, non-white space character, okay, again you see that you are getting this. All right, because you are actually, if you make s plus, now you see what result you are getting, because this is the complete string, non-white space character followed by some space. Look at this code. So what does it mean? Any string where we don't have the space followed by some space. If you look at this, hello Amit 3656 hi. This is only the example which actually is coming. If you look at this actually will get, after hi we got some space, and 87, and this also we have some space. Agree? But this is what we are looking for, right? Some values. And if you look at this, invoice paid is coming, because after that we have some space, right? And other than that, you have this also, because we have some space. This is also a string which is coming like that. So you have to explore a lot on this, how this is working. So let me just remove all that, and I'm putting \d. And there is one more thing. Actually, if you look at this example, I want to extract only the numbers which actually has the 4-digit, okay, and which has the 4-digit. I don't want to extract 87 or 236. Over here, I want to extract 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here, I want to extract 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, I want to extract 8, 7, 7, 7 or 7, 6, 7, 6. Here, I want to extract 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, or 7, 6, 6, 5 or 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, because it has more than 4 digits. So now see that minimum 4 digits we want. So guys, you can actually use curly bracket. You can write minimum 4 and maximum it could be 10. All right, so now you run the code. Now you see the magic. We have restricted the range of the digits. If you look at this, only 2 digits are meeting the criteria, because minimum 4 we want to extract. This is called minimum 4, maximum 10. And if you look at this, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is meeting the criteria. And if you look at this, these two guys are meeting the criteria. This is just 3 digits, okay? And if you look at this example, all are meeting the criteria. But if I make it 65, you can see the match will be 2. All right, see, match will be 2. It is correct, because only 2 people are meeting the criteria, this and that. And one more thing, if I want only minimum 2 characters, now see, all will come in that, because minimum you want 2, or if you just mention like that, you are getting 2. Guys, what does it mean? It is extra. It is actually 3, 6, 8, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 6, 5, 6, 5. It is actually putting 2 values, and into that, separated by type symbol. So guys, understand this, how many values you want. All right, so it will definitely help to understand this better. All right, so you can write anything as much as you want all the characters to be required. All right, so guys, I hope you found my session useful about regular expression, and this is very important. And now let me tell you one more scenario, and let me put some value. Suppose data, and I'm writing some value here. Okay, let me make control R some other module where I can tell you if you just copy this area. Okay, okay, guys, let me tell you one other thing. Let me just see that. Yes, it is working very good. Let me tell you one other scenario. Suppose if I write Amit, guys, we have this kind of data. So you have to find out, like, you have to actually use some, you have to actually delimit this. After Amit we have capital letter, right? So you have to, you know split the names with the letter caps. All right, if you have another name, Abhi, Gupta, in Excel we don't have any function available where we can understand, Abhi and Gupta both are, first name and second name, first name or last name. All right, now, with the help of regex, you can easily find out Amit is a first name because Kumar actually starts with capital K. Guys, as I mentioned, data could be anything. So, in this pattern, I want Amit here and Kumar here. Abhi here, Gupta here. Let me put over there Ashok, Kumar. All right. And now let me write another word, Sylvi, Sylvie, D'Souza. All right. And now let me write Mathieu, Matthew, Matthew P. This is actually some dummy keyword. I want to extract, you know, first name should starts with capital letter, and then second name starts with again capital letter. This is a pattern. So you can write FIRST, first name, and then this is actually the second name. All right, let's do that code. How we can do that? Very simple actually, the pattern. So as I mentioned already, how we can define the pattern here. How we can define the pattern here. Guys, very simple. We have to write in this A to Z, and then again we have to write A to Z, and then we have to add plus. This is the pattern. Very simple. I hope you are enjoying the session. For I equal to 2 to 6. So guys, you have to explore a lot here. And now input string, let me give the input string also, okay? Because pattern we have defined input string actually equal to range a ampersand I dot value, okay? This is actually the input string. As I mentioned, input string is fine since you have only two things, so you can easily mention, let me just copy this, Control C, this equal to regex dot execute execute. Guys, understand, input string you have to execute and then 0. All right, Control C V. This actually we want in B column and this we want in C column. So of course we have set to true global. So global is true. Now we want all the values. So guys, I just run the macro. It has actually captured Amit, Abhi, Ashok, Sylvie, Matthew, and all the things here. How easy is that? We have done this through regex, split with the capital letter, and the first names are in B column and second name are in C column. So we have done lots of coding today. You just go through this once again. All right, and we have done this coding regex. All right, and here we have done lots of uh, parameters, lots of pattern we have built. And guys, one more thing, if you have to find out some, if some keyword starts with ABC, so you can write that, or maybe ends with uh, Amit, so you can actually dollar sign you can use. This is the pattern. What does it mean? String starts with A, B, or maybe string starts with A. All right. or maybe you can say string starts with AB, or maybe you can write shift this. So guys, what does it mean? A string starts with AB followed by some characters, ends with Kamet, or maybe ends with Amit. So you understand this pattern. So I hope guys this is clear to you, and if you practice a lot it will be easy for you. If I tell you something ends with, if I write dot Amit, guys, what does it mean? And remove that as the caret sign. What does it mean? It means what? It means you are. What does it mean? It means string ends with Amit. Dollar sign signifies that something ends with. All right. So dot, actually it's a period. It actually has one character. Let me go back to my PPT and show you once again. While the unescaped period matches any character except a new line. Okay. So guys, this is all about regex, where we have learnt lots of coding, and we have learnt how to use regex, how to use match collection, how to use the count, how to loop through the match collection result. Of course, this actually gives you the list, so you are looping that. All right. If you look at second example, we learned how to split, the names with capital letter, and this is all about regex. Guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. I hope you found my session useful. Keep on learning. Thank you very much. Bye bye.